All right, here we are in Afton State Park. Probably about 5:30 p.m. February 3rd, 2022.
Probably walked about 26 or 27 miles.
Feet.
Yeah.
26 or 27 meters. And but it is getting to be almost about 0 degrees, so pretty cold out, and we're going winter camping in low temperatures. So here we go. Anything else?
It's quiet. When it's cold, it's quiet.
Super quiet. Very profound. Okay, just woke up about maybe half an hour ago, maybe more, maybe an hour, and the tent is completely covered in frost on the inside, snow. See the light, totally frosted over. Some thoughts. The tent, or the sleeping bag, was quite cold on my right side, the side of the tent wall, especially at the beginning of the night. But after a while, things just kind of warmed up. It just sort of improved. It just took a while to get to that stage, I suppose. We hit temperatures down to -5, -7. Could have been as low as -10. Just looking at the thermometer we brought along and some of the weather apps on our phone. Yeah, fairly comfortable night's sleep after spending quite a bit of time warming up. I'd say the 2 sleeping bags I have here just barely adequate to get you there, but maybe not. Maybe it was fine, just evidenced by the fact I made it through and was pretty warm. Maybe it's just the warming up process that was a little more difficult. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of the tent here and take a look around. Grab some snow from right there. Put it on the burner. See what happens. Feel the warmth. Temperature just above 0. We didn't record it, but it was about -7 last night. Here's my setup, a sled. Put all the gear on that and pull it. There's Vance's setup. Same deal. We're using the Alps Mountaineering Tasman 2 tent. Seemed to work pretty well. Alright, here's our tee. The beginnings of it. A lot of stuff in that snow. unfortunately. A lot of little pieces of leaves and stuff from the tree that fell into it, I'm sure. Mouse poop. But that's okay. We'll cook it so it'll be sterilized. I'm starting to notice this, and I just want to document it, is we piled snow around the outside of the tent last night, and it actually seems to have taken away some of our real estate just by the fact that it compressed in on the tent and kind of squeezed it there. So that's something to maybe think about for next time. Just maybe it's better to build a wall, although this snow was very fluffy, so kind of hard to build a wall out of that stuff. It's been extremely cold, and it's really difficult to get snow to compress and form when it's that cold. It's just sort of like sand. So maybe you just end up with less real estate. I don't know. I wanted to quick record some thoughts as we pack up here, getting the tea going. So one thing that happened as I was taking the stakes out of the ground, I had to kind of whack on the side of them with the hatchet or the axe, and then some of them broke, and some of the ones that didn't break bent. And here they just kind of broke off on the bottom. So I'm not really sure how to solve that problem. That's I feel like that's, you know, you break 3 of those per time that you pull up, and then you don't have any stakes by the end of your trip. And so I don't know if it's a material thing, you just have to bring cold weather stakes or something, or if you just, you know, that are made of a heavier material, or if you just, there's a way to do this without stakes. Or maybe using sticks. So that was one thing. And then another thing is just the amount of ice and snow on the inside of here. Maybe that's not an issue, maybe it is, but there's just like a liner of snow on the inside of the tent from our breath, and then it kind of gets on our sleeping bag. But that might not be an issue just because if it continues to be cold, then that's just gonna fluff off. That's just gonna slough off, and, you know, not ever get into the sleeping bag, right? It's not gonna melt, in other words. But if it gets warmer, so if we camp at 0 and then it goes up to 20 or 30, then that's a problem. I don't know. Any other thoughts? Anything? No. Bib overalls?
Yeah.
Overalls rather than this kind of jacket.
Well, I got air coming here.
You got air coming in
Moving in, so.
up the back, so you need something better there. I'm just making some other notes here. So because it's so cold, we're probably just thinking that having bits of snow like this inside the tent is actually not as problematic as it might seem, because you can probably just dust it out. It's probably cleanable. It's more like sand than it is like snow at this point, because it's so cold, because it's close to 0, you know, 3 degrees. It's not going to go much warmer, so it's just not going to melt. And especially if you are camping, you know, in -20 or negative teens, and the high is 0, it's really just not going to be an issue. The issue is just, you got other issues then, keeping yourself warm. This also happened here, where the top portion of my sleeping bag just crusted over with ice and water and vapor, and that got a little bit deeper, and hopefully didn't affect the down. So that's just another note I wanted to make. Not sure how to deal with that. The interior sleeping bag didn't have that problem, the exterior one did. So there you go. We're all packed up. We've got the sled set up Be able to pull all of our gear. Vance has quite a bit better sled setup that he's put together there. Off we go. Beautiful light snow just covering everything, and the sun is out. It's great. Here we go.